Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Diz Unlimited podcast. I am Rhino. We are live here in the studio that Dreams built, and joining me for today's Disney news and discussion, we have Dreams Unlimited travel agent Hannah Anderson.
Hey.
The return of the terrific Teresa Eccles.
Hello.
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 The theme park correspondent herself, Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Chloe, I know that our listeners can't see it.
Oh.
But green's a very nice color on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to interpret that as you should smile more. That's
No.
what it came off as a little bit.
This
Sorry.
is actually
Wow.
my current favorite color is like pistachio or Kermit green, if you will.
I was
Oh, it
thinking
is,
Kermit
truly.
green. You're kind of blending in with your background here.
Yeah, it is. It's
Thanks.
nice.
Maybe alluding to something we'll be speaking about in a little bit. So
geez.
before we get started, I want to remind everybody that this podcast and everything that we do here on our YouTube channel, our podcast network, is all brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. And when you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on the trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here. So we thank you for that. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. And yes, we will be doing a live Patreon post show. It'll probably be a little bit spicy today. You can join in on that if you are in our $5 and up tier. And if you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited today. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on to all of our Patreon supporters and giving me something to do. I'm just kidding. I have a lot to do.
Yeah,
but I do
yes.
actually find. So if you're in one of our $50 tiers, we do a happy hour, and I do very much look forward to that happy hour because we got the same cast of characters coming in and out of there a lot. We've got Diane, Bill, Lori. I'm going to forget people, and I shouldn't have started in doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a text
Set
message
yourself
right now.
up
I'm
for
going to feel
failure.
it in my pocket. We've got Lana, Ross. I am forgetting. Oh, my God.
Kate?
No. Yeah, Kate. And then it's not Lori, too. Oh, my God. Lauren Porter. I shouldn't have said your last name. I'm sorry. I was like, I know she's got my telephone number, and she texts me all the time. I'm just having one of those brain things. You guys ever have that where you're like, I should know the name of this, and then you're like, oh, it's called a car.
Literally every day.
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah.
Every day.
All the time. So it's not old age if y'all are doing it.
I
too.
blame it on having a child, but he's 3 now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
sat
just
there
me.
one time and stared at an orange on the counter for forever trying to figure out what it was called.
Grapefruit.
This round thing.
What is that over there? I want that.
Give me
It's a color
the. You start to do
orange.
that thing where you're like, give me the.
Right.
Give me a. You know, it's like a softball. Give it to me.
Yeah.
And then it's hard because it's like when someone's like, okay, I want you to go ahead and think of other names that aren't your own name. And you're like, okay, well, Rhino. No. Other names that aren't your own name.
Pizza.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know
Roll.
other names. Yeah. So we did not have a show last week. Unfortunately, I had an emergency. I got called away on the very late Monday night, and I had to just drop everything I was doing, get on an airplane, and be with a loved one. So I've been sitting in a hospital room for the last like 7 days or so. I do appreciate everybody's patience with all of that sort of stuff. I know that kind of can be very disruptive to a lot of you out there. Unfortunately, I am the only like sort of production person here, and we had just reached the end of our pre-recorded stuff, and that was on the docket for last Tuesday. And I can only do so much. So I do very much appreciate everybody out there. Dealing with that, and things like that, and all the support and everything. So I do appreciate all of you. Also, Hannah took a tumble recently. I don't want to give any specifics away or anything like that.
You want me to talk about it real quick?
Well, she's more machine than man now. So
That's true. I'm an Autobot now. So actually, it was the last time we had a Tuesday show. I went home and I was continuing to decorate for Halloween. And I took a misstep and I broke my ankle. I didn't know it at first, but I broke it pretty spectacularly and had to have surgery. So I now have a plate, 7 screws, and some bungee cord thing.
the collectible plate. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
Really,
Vanity
A
plate.
bungee
It's royal wedding, Charles and Diana. circa 1990.
That was a good one. Sorry, that was good.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, so it had a successful surgery. So I took a little bit of time off to heal. You are gonna see me in a wheelchair or a scooter for the next 10 weeks, 2 months.
Jeez,
I can't put weight on my left leg for 2 months. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to drive either. So I only fell 2 feet and now I can't walk for 2 months. So
I feel like
just really nailed it.
I'm going to become there was an episode of Will and Grace that had, is it Dermot Mulroney who was in the first season of American Horror Story? Not the handsome guy from,
that's
from
what I was
one of the
thinking
Scream
of.
movie and Jess's boyfriend in New Girl. It's the other one. Because it's Dermot Mulroney and...
That's who I was thinking.
No, wait.
of.
I think I have it backwards. I think I am saying the wrong guy. Anyway, there's an episode of Will and Grace where he's like, Will's mother, who played by Blythe Danner, had a spill. I think it was an ankle-related spill, and she had to stay with him, and he had her in a wheelchair, and he was trying to hit on this guy in the park, and basically he was like, well, Mother has to join us. And I feel like I'm going to become that character, and you are going to be Mother.
Absolutely.
And I'll be like, well, come on, Mother. I'll just be slamming you around in the park.
I know. Yeah, that's the thing. I really can't do anything by myself, and that has been killing me. So shout out to anybody if you've ever broken your ankle. They call it an ORIF surgery, so just holler at your girl. There's evidently support groups for it, because not being able to walk for 2 months, I guess, is really hard. It is. So anyways, but I'm so glad to be out of the house right now.
Yeah.
I'm thriving. I'm off pain pills and I'm ready to rock.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad that
glad.
everything
Thank you.
went well.
Yes.
And she's been very positive about it. Very we'll turn it into new types of content was the first thing you said right
Yeah,
away. And I was
I've
like,
learned
yeah,
a
or
lot.
you could just get better.
Yeah.
I
I like to multitask, so
Yeah.
we'll do both.
Teresa, how have you been? You haven't been with us for a while. What's life? What's new? What's happens in your world? You done anything
So
fun?
excited.
You went on a Disney adventure, I thought, the last time since we've seen you. Didn't you have the you were doing the travel agent thing, and they took you to a bunch of places.
The boardwalk
Yeah.
trip.
Gosh, has it been?
Yes.
Pretty
Oh
sure.
my
I don't think
gosh.
you've been on the show for 2 months.
Oh, in August.
Electively,
Yeah,
I
right.
didn't ask her not to be on the show, just so we're clear. 'cause,
Electively.
Yes.
people are always
Oh,
like, you should have Teresa
collectively.
back on the
You
show.
don't
And I'm
have
like,
to be
I
on
ask
the-
her
No,
every
he always
week. Yeah.
texts me, you don't have to be on the show. No, don't
You don't
come.
have
It's
to.
okay. We can do
I
it.
did change the locks. You don't have to try and open
I know.
them.
I came today and
Right,
the door was
but-
locked. I did. I got to tour the Treasure. I loved it.
That was your first time on the ship. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes. I absolutely did.
How about those carpets, huh?
I know. the carpets.
Talk about those carpets.
Talk about that.
It
Talk
was
about
very
the
Nathan Lane.
lounges and the bars. I mean, just.
How about those dolphins?
Did you get to try anything or just walk through?
We ended up having breakfast on there, but it was just the buffet or not breakfast, lunch. But yeah, it was good. Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Got in 90 million steps.
Nice.
I'm sorry, is my pacemaker?
Yeah, I was like, what is
Starting
that?
out.
What is happening right now? Well, the rapture started earlier than I thought today. I had it in my calendar for later.
Mentioned
Goodbye.
angels and harps, but
Teresa
Yeah.
just slowly, she fades out like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
yeah, your clothes magically fold up.
Yeah.
and I guess we didn't make it, Dave.
Yeah. So,
Gosh.
I can't say I'm not surprised. Yeah.
No,
what
I've
about
just
you,
been
Chlo-
hanging out.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Chloe? What'd you do? Anything fun this weekend? God, I hope your story's better than the sad one.
Yeah, right.
I went to a double feature at AMC Disney Springs. We saw. First, we watched Him, which is the new Jordan Peele football.
yeah.
It's kind of like Whiplash. I don't really like it.
How was that?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I feel like it scratched the surface of like.
I heard it did a
Into
lot of
the
tried to do a
NFL.
lot of things, but didn't really carry through on.
Yeah, I was.
the commercial felt that
I didn't
way.
think it was that scary. It was interesting enough for us to sit through it. We didn't walk out, but we also had our second movie carrying us through, which was The Long Walk, an adaptation of Stephen King's
Oh, I really want to see
story.
that.
It is a very good film, very well done. So I'm glad we ended on a high note because I haven't done a double feature like that in a while. And like halfway through the second movie, as good as it was, I was like, okay, I'm ready to get up now.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like they're re-releasing the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies in the movie theater, and I do love those.
Yeah.
Movie theater, but I was like, my God, how do you sit through all three of those in
And
one
you gotta
day?
like
I
run
just
around
can't
the
do it.
theater lobby in between or something.
I think the last time I did it was for like a Twilight movie, and it was just
Yeah.
like the adrenaline
Oh, I
that
did
got me
too,
through it.
yeah.
Yeah, I said it. I'm not embarrassed. And I was just like, Team Jacob over here. Sorry, everybody. You're wrong if you Edward. Incorrect, but yes. I well, I'm excited to see that movie. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard that they're doing a prequel to Gladys or to Weapons.
Weapons.
I don't want to say who Gladys is in Weapons because I'm like,
Oh, I did not hear that. That's exciting.
Yeah, he said that they had written enough for this movie that they were like, oh, we're going to do it. And it's not like some like, oh, fluffy, we're just doing it because it did well. He was like, no, this is like an interesting character, an interesting story, and we're doing it.
So kind of
See
like
Weapons, though, everybody. That was a good movie.
You
You spoke about it on the podcast before. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yes. And I want Gladys's wardrobe. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
girl.
I'm
I know
excited.
who she is,
She's
and I
an
would
icon.
agree.
Go watch
Haven't
it.
seen the movie, but
Yeah. You'll immediately
seems like
in the movie, you'll be like,
my,
oh, there she is.
Did you
Yeah.
see where she's compared to? I'm sorry, this is spoiling
No.
for anybody. Did you see where she's compared to Joyce from Edward Scissorhands, like a side by
Yes,
side with the
she
wardrobe
looks
and her
like her.
glasses and her
Mhm.
hair?
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Darn this stuff.
No, not her.
No, not her.
oh.
The hair.
And I'll
Oh,
bring
the
the
hairstyle.
ambrosia
The
salad.
ambrosia salad.
Yeah, and the questionable scene with her and Edward. Poor Edward. But yeah.
Poor Edward. I have been watching, so because I had to fly a lot the last couple of days, I finally started digging deeper. One, Only Murders in the Building. Season
Yeah.
5 has been starting.
Yep,
That show is awesome. And I will watch that forever. But also I started getting in, I finally started really sinking my teeth into Andor season 2. And my God, that's some good storytelling in that show, and very, very heavy. I saw a scene in like the second or third episode where I was like, I kind of can't believe I'm watching this in a Star Wars movie right now. So it's very much adult Star Wars, which I enjoy. I was just
Yeah, I
like, it took me by surprise how mature the storytelling is. Not to say that Star Wars hasn't been mature, but you know what I mean. It's like
Disney Plus is
heavier.
wild now, you know?
Well, you can watch all of Alien Earth on there, apparently. I didn't know that. Which is another one that I got to catch up with that because the last episode of that is on tonight. So hopefully that at least all the rapturing happens after.
I think
I don't mean to
told
make light of
you-
everyone else's beliefs or whatever, but I don't think I'm going anywhere tonight.
Well, we're still here for now.
I don't like leaving the house for other stuff, so I'm not sure that I'm going to be leaving the house for that.
I don't think you get to pack a bag or anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I am going to another movie tonight, actually.
Oh.
It Chapter 1 is in theaters.
Oh, good. The good one.
The good one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That sounds
Just
fun.
end it right there. Don't watch another one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I started watching Hacks finally,
Yes.
based on your recommendation, and there's 3 seasons, and it's been what's getting me through. Like, I love it. Deborah Vance is now my alter ego, and I love that show. It's a feel good. It's
Yeah.
funny. It makes me laugh every single time.
You watch that show, Teresa? I feel like you'd
You
really
would
like it.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
who
Oh,
would
yeah.
like it. It's so funny. Like,
It's good because it's really when you really kind of start when you realize what it's really about, which is basically about like Gen Z talking to I don't know what the generation that
like boomers. I
boomers,
guess.
yeah. And it's kind of the back and forth between that, and it's really interesting hearing both perspectives because it's not about like one being right or the other. It's just about how things have shifted and changed. But it's really all buried in this thing about a comedian just trying to do her best like job or whatever. And so, yeah. So I think because I mean, who doesn't like Jean Smart? She's hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Yeah.
Designing Women. I did not. I don't think I realized she was on that
Wait,
show
you've
either.
never
right?
watched Designing
No.
Women?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm taking your gay
Oh,
card.
I was
back.
there when it first came out. I remember Designing Women. We watched it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, well, we're going
On
to
that
dive
note.
into the news here. I didn't mean to cut everybody off, but I don't want to start getting they're 17 minutes into the show and they haven't started yet. We're 13 and a half. Everyone calm down, okay? Thank you. All right, this first story, we're not going to get into I don't really want to have a discussion about it. You can all have the discussion in your own home and places. This is not my company. This is not I'm an employee here, and I just don't want to get into the back and forth of it all. But we have to talk about Jimmy Kimmel live returning to ABC. So Disney and ABC are going to bring comedian Jimmy Kimmel back to its schedule starting tonight, Tuesday night, after a decision to take his show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, off the air for an indefinite period of time last Wednesday. In a statement released, sorry, I copy and pasted this from another article and I summarized it, but I didn't release this. But in a statement released by the Walt Disney Company, they said, last Wednesday we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations we reached the decision to return to the show on Tuesday being today, the recording of this podcast. Disney's decision to pull the show came after two major station owners, Nexstar Media and Sinclair, announced they would preempt his program following a Kimmel monologue that happened last Monday. I can't remember. Sorry, I don't have my calendar open, the dates of this, but... reports also emerged on the weekend claiming the removal had hurt Disney's stock price. Kimmel's return has been approved by Bob Iger, Disney CEO, and Dana Walden, co-chair of Disney Entertainment. However, it becomes a question of whether ABC affiliates will carry it. Sinclair Broadcast Group says they still plan to preempt the show. I believe that Nexstar, what did I say this company was called? Nexstar. Not Nextel. Those are boop, boop, boop. Nexstar. Yeah, I know. I think also said they're going to preempt it. But however, it becomes a question. I lost my sentence. I apologize. The Sinclair Broadcast Group says they still plan to preempt the show, but says that it's in talks with the network, or those are ongoing to carry it again. Sinclair is responsible for a significant chunk of broadcast distribution and the largest number of ABC affiliates among station groups. And I believe Nexstar has said, like I said, won't carry it either. But I also know that company needs an approval of a multi-billion-dollar merger from the FCC. As for whether Kimmel will be toned down in his monologue, one source tells Deadline that Jimmy will say what Jimmy wants to say. Kimmel's current contract with ABC is expected to end in 2026, and people familiar with the host's thinking say he's been mulling stepping down from the role at some point in the near future. I think they had said this before the last contract was signed as well. I think they thought he was going to step down from that. But I do have a friend that works on this show who I believe also might listen to this podcast. So shout out to Heidi. And I am happy to see that she still has a job, and the 200 other people that she worked with still also are employed. And I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned it, that we talked about it, that we're aware of it. And, I think there's a lot of really important and informed conversations that can happen around this. I would, like anything like this, I would urge people to read all of the facts, very much facts about the situation and how it went down and what happened before you start yelling back and forth at each other and having the debates that this definitely should and will lead to or have led to and things like that. So I just try to always read everything I can before I make a decision. But, in this day and age, everybody apparently needs to make an informed decision on every single thing that ever happens ever. And I was like, I don't have the world's Encyclopedia Britannicas up in this old noggin. I don't even know what day it is. So,
kind of on a funny note, I saw something today that said, wouldn't it be nice if somebody just said, actually, I don't know enough about that to have an opinion, not related to this, but I'm like, yeah, I'm bad about that. If somebody asks my opinion, I'm like, well, I don't really know, but, and I'm like, maybe I should just shut my trap.
It's okay to say you don't know, or I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Do you just, do your homework?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I like to, if somebody brings it up, if I say something like you just said, I will then go and read some of the stuff to be like, oh, this is interesting, I should know. And what are the implications of this and what was involved? And it's like, I like to follow that little trail down, it's not all, I'm not just reading Wikipedia, but the terminology is that Wikipedia rabbit hole that you get in. That's all I'll get with something like this. Cause then I like to read it. I do feel like the article that's on our website was very condensed with the information and actually doesn't have a lot of the and not to say that it should. I want to say that I don't believe that the article needs to on our website because again we are like a travel planning website, but it was big news and stuff. But there's a lot involved. I read something about Rolling Stone, what they had put out. I was reading all these other things. So it's just, it's just something. It's just something that I don't think this is the right medium for us, obviously, because we are helping to travel plan people. But this is important, and I know that Disney is right at the forefront of it and the decision they make and stuff like that. I would love that if they would have Kimmel be streaming. I don't have cable, so I want, and I know that this is a publicly broadcast company, so technically I could just use the old antenna. But I would love it,
which works quite well, by the way.
Well, because now it's digital, so it comes in like a clear image. But as somebody,
I think we just showed our age a little bit.
as somebody who doesn't have cable, I would love if Disney Plus could make Jimmy Kimmel like something that streams on there.
That makes sense.
When it's on live, and then that would make me want to keep that Disney Plus subscription, and that would be the smart way, because I think Disney lost like $5 billion, somewhere between $4 and $5 billion over the weekend because of all this. So because people were boycotting Disney, and then that's the other thing. There's another debate there. Were they boycotting the wrong people? Because it wasn't necessarily Disney, even though they did preempt it, but they need affiliate TV stations to carry their program. It's a lot more complicated than it seems in one breath. So it's kind of like, I do agree that you vote with your wallet. So I do agree in those measures, like spend your money where you want your money to go, right? And so it's just about those things, about doing a little more research in terms of that. But you know what's wild, though? Speaking of spending your wallet, did you guys, this happened like right before the week last week, that the boathouse at Disney Springs was robbed by a scuba diver? Wait, it wasn't the boathouse. Sorry.
It's
Paddlefish. Yeah, all right. That's fine. Paddlefish.
Other
Tell us
nautical
about it,
themed
really.
restaurant.
Yeah, it was crazy. I read this and you were like, I think I read it before any like art. I don't know. I saw it like online where somebody was like, it sounded like one of those sort of made up
Yeah.
things,
Like the
right?
Onion.
Like a
Yeah.
creepypasta
right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's wild because the guy got away with it, as far as I know right now.
Yeah.
So it says authorities are searching. This article is from September 15th, so it's last week. So I don't know if there's anything any more relevant, but authorities are searching for a man accused of robbing paddlefish at Disney Springs by swimming up to the location in scuba gear, stealing thousands of dollars, and then swimming away.
That is not real.
Yeah, and he tied up the people that were working.
What about the customers? Were they not open?
I don't know. So it says, according to a report from the sheriff's office, the robbery occurred shortly after midnight last Monday, after the restaurant had closed to guests. Deputies said the suspect removed and stored his wetsuit and scuba gear before entering the manager's office, where cash from the night was being counted and placed into a safe. The man reportedly ordered 2 employees to move to the corner of the room and close their eyes. While the official report is heavily redacted, WFTV says sources familiar with the investigation reported that the suspect tied up the employees before taking between $10,000 and $20,000. Investigators said the suspect was in and out of the restaurant in less than 2 minutes.
Wait, he took his gear off and then put it back on afterwards?
Okay, that is
That's some
impressive.
time-consuming stuff.
I don't
right?
I don't know that he put it back on or he just walked out. Does it say he took it back on? I don't know. Let me finish reading this.
Okay.
It was the employees freed themselves and called 911. No one was injured, and deputies confirmed the man did not brandish a weapon during the robbery. Imagine the guy walking in and be like, hey, could you go in the corner, just close your eyes?
Yeah, right.
Look away.
After-
Avert your eyes. I'm stealing
What
your
if
money.
Yeah. After leaving the restaurant, which is housed inside a replica steamboat, authorities believe the man put his scuba gear back on and jumped into the water to make his escape. A search of the area immediately after the incident turned up no results. Investigators released an image appearing to show the suspect spray painting a security camera. Employees described the man as slim, about 5'10", wearing tight clothing and a blue beanie. Paddlefish management directed all questions to the sheriff's office, which confirmed that the investigation is still ongoing. Despite the robbery, the restaurant still reopened for lunch, scheduled at noon.
This crab cake's ready.
There was no visible increase in security, though Disney Springs typically operates under strict security protocols managed by Disney staff and sheriff deputies. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that water is linked. So if he came up out of the water, where did he go into the water?
Right.
Was
Where
he
did
a
he start?
Was he a guest at the parks?
Was
Staying
he
a
at
lot of people are
Saratoga
thinking it's
Springs?
an internal thing. Like they knew where
They
he
had
I
was.
to.
don't know
They
how
had
much
to,
money,
right?
what the take was. you
Well, they
know?
had to know.
I'm not going to swim up to McDonald's. You know, you'd swim up to a restaurant that's going to have money, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
mean-
there is no McDonald's at Disney Springs.
Well, I'm just
This is-
saying,
yeah.
you know.
More.
I know, for real. Sometimes you just want a large fry.
I miss
It
those
just
days.
is the fact that he knew he could get out of the water to be able to get into Paddlefish to not be seen, to then be able to know where the manager's office and what time they'd be counting the money would suggest to me
Yeah.
that perhaps this person does
Or did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't caught him yet. I just looked it
No.
up. They
Yeah.
still haven't caught him. So
I
I'm
want to.
like,
I want to give a shout out to GI Bro in the chat though.
G.I.
He
Bro.
said, "Just saying,
G.I.
Mickey
Bro.
Mouse has been spotted with scuba gear in Epcot."
That's funny.
That
He
or scuba
clocked
suit.
out
It
of
could
the
That would be
scuba
the
suit.
tight
Yeah.
pants, the little tights Mickey wear. Oh my God, this is just weird. Was this on the local news? Why did I not see this?
It was on like I think
Yeah.
nationwide news
Yes.
because
Yeah.
it was such a bizarre story. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. Wild.
there's a part of me where I'm like, well, good for them.
Right?
They didn't-
like
Yeah, I
props.
know,
You
yeah.
did it.
What a well planned. How
Doesn't-
long did he plan it?
Well, doesn't sound like
know.
he hurt anybody. Obviously, I mean, he tied
They
them
untied
up,
themselves.
but like not well enough that they would be able to untie themselves.
Yeah.
You know, didn't brandish a weapon.
Look
Just kind of
away.
came in, was
Look
like this
away.
thing. But here's the thing: like that area over there, that waterway is not like well. I was gonna say it's not huge, but I guess the boats do go all the way down to
Port
the
Orleans.
Port Orleans and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's just like how far did he go? Also, I guarantee there's alligators.
I
in
mean,
there
you
somewhere.
can't just learn to scuba in
Not
one
to
day.
mention-
That's a
Yeah.
process.
Isn't there like a
Um,
watered? Was not the brain-eating amoeba in that in the water
oh,
too?
Well, if you're in a scuba suit,
Yes.
who knows?
I guess
Yeah,
you
and he's
river
country.
he's breathing through the
Yeah.
mouthpiece,
The
so
blue
it's not.
beanie
I doubt
saved
he's
him.
really being like, yeah. But that is the thing too. Well, now we'll check local hospitals. Anybody coming in with the amoebas?
I'll pay in cash, please.
I'll
Yeah,
pay in
right?
cash. Yeah,
How interesting, and he got away with it.
yeah. Also, I don't love
do-
paddlefish. So there's a part of me where I was like, you're charging too much for your stuff.
Oh, they are truly.
Right, got that.
I can't
that was
afford
a-
paddlefish.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, good for you. It's like a Robin Hood story. I
Right.
don't endorse stealing. So, scuba diving, sure.
I don't. I don't. Not, yeah. I don't.
Creative
Blue
scuba
beanies.
diving.
Very creative
I know.
way of
Cerulean
using your
blue?
talents.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's that part. I don't. I just think it's so wild, and he got
Look
away
at
with
it.
it too. These darn kids.
Yeah.
I feel it's very Scooby Doo of it all.
Yeah, who's under the mask?
So I will be interested to see. I mean, you just said the Robin Hood thing. I'm really interested to see if something turns up with what this person did with the money or whatever.
Well,
I don't
20
know.
grand, I mean, ain't nothing, but it's not like, he stole the Declaration of
Oh.
He could have paid his
Independence or-
bill.
Also,
Or
I
could've-
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to break
mean-
it to you guys, but I think pretty sure there's like insurance.
Oh, yeah,
for,
yeah, yeah.
for
They're gonna
that
be
sort of
fine.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
not
not
gonna
really
hurt 'em.
concerned for them.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was like, well, he took.
And he didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how we're like, you know what? This guy seems okay. I don't know.
I'm happy for you and your journey.
Yeah.
Right?
You buy a nice Camry with it,
I-
Toyota.
I felt like girl, that ain't even Camry money.
No, it's not.
Camry's like 30 something now. It's like 35
Yeah.
or something. That guy can get a
A
Kia Soul.
certified pre-owned.
Yeah, certified
He
pre-owned.
could get
yeah.
a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle. I know this because Grace was looking for it for half
you
of
should
that,
get
and then
one.
have
You know what?
little spend.
In the chat,
And then
someone's
spend
making a
all
really
of
good
it.
point. The guy put his scuba gear back on, which is impressive to do in the 2 minutes of
Yes.
all this.
Oh, I can.
Where'd the money? How'd he carry the money?
He had to have like a neoprene bag or something.
Yeah,
something.
something.
Yeah.
Something.
If he had scuba gear, he had a waterproof
he had
bag.
a bag.
Yeah.
Melania's floating all over.
I'd
the
imagine
Yeah.
he just took off his mask and fins and tank, and then he had his scuba suit.
Well, that was his
with a
tight
beanie.
clothing. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then just popped it all back on and
Well,
left.
why look away? Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Well, because they
His
can't
identity.
ID him. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Well, yeah, but come on.
this has got to
They
be a
pro-
disgruntled employee,
he-
and
he
I think
had to-
maybe they
yeah.
maybe they do know, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we kind of did you wrong. We're just gonna.
Could be they
Just
were
disappear
in
for
out
us.
together. That's how they got untied so easily. You know,
They
maybe
got a
maybe it was a I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna rob you, then I'm gonna give you half of it.
We're gonna solve this. Let's keep going.
Depending how it shakes out, this could be the next Disney Plus original movie too. So I
Starring
love a.
Nicolas Cage.
Well, did you guys ever see that one about the Maple Heist in Canada? It was a TV show. It was called like it's called like The Great Maple or something like that. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it a little bit
Okay,
for
that's
like
the
2
restaurant
episodes.
that picks our
They
place.
stole
It's
maple
very
syrup
good.
or what?
Yeah, it's based on a true story. They stole like millions of dollars in maple syrup. It is wild, and I was like reading about it, and it's a good show.
sounds
Unfortunately,
fun.
it's not getting a second season, but the first season is worth watching.
Okay.
100%. Like you used to
Well,
watch
you know,
it.
I
It's
got
just
the time.
a couple of like lingering threads at the very end. Where
Totally
you're like, oh.
changing the subject. Jamie Lee Curtis, is she really gonna redo Murder?
Yeah, I saw that.
Not Murder She Wrote.
Yeah,
Is that
Murder
it?
She Wrote. Yeah, she's playing Jessica.
Wait, for
She's
real?
playing Jess
She's
Fletcher.
on a roll.
Yes, she is always.
I love her.
Oh, I do too.
Me too. How could you not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney
I'm going to
legend.
move on to the next thing really quick because I was originally going to make this segue, but I felt like we were better with the scuba stealer. Walt Disney World has reaffirmed their weapons ban because recently in Florida there was a whole thing. Walt Disney World and the Orange County Sheriff's Office are reminding guests that the resort's strict weapons ban remains firmly in place even after Florida officials announced changes to how the state will handle the open carry laws. I feel like this is still relevant because we just said he didn't brandish a weapon, so technically he still followed the rules of Disney Springs. Earlier this week, Florida Attorney General James Uthmere, I don't know how to say his name, issued a guidance memo to law enforcement agencies following a district court of appeals ruling that deemed a ban on the open carry of firearms unconstitutional here in Florida. I don't know if you know the history of Florida gun violence, but it's not great. He stated that the open carry is now considered the law of the state. Orange County Sheriff John Mina addressed the ruling in a video statement reminding the public that private property owners can still prohibit anyone from carrying firearms onto their properties and trespass anyone who violates that rule. That includes any private residence or business or places like shopping malls, hotels, and theme parks. The Walt Disney World website clearly states the following rules regarding weapons and screening procedures. All persons, bags, parcels, clothing, and other items may be subject to screening security checks. We reserve the right to not allow any bag, parcel, or other item and to deal with any unattending object, bag, or luggage in such ways as we consider appropriate. Firearms, ammunition, knives, and weapons of any kind are prohibited. The resort continues to use a combination of visible and behind-the-scenes security measures to help ensure that every guest enjoys a safe and welcoming environment during their visit. So just reassuring the public at large.
It is, but you said homeowners reserve the right too. Does that mean I can search Hannah's bag when she comes to my house to make sure she's not toting
Yeah.
weapon?
Well,
Yeah.
you do have that metal
Legally.
detector in the foyer. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The minute you walk through the door.
Yeah,
Listen, I
exactly.
feel like
Sorry,
we
my
should have one
ankle's
here
gonna
in
set
this
it
building.
off.
I don't trust you people.
What?
Just kidding. Yeah,
Circle
Chloe's
of trust
practicing
right
her.
here.
Chloe, you guys don't know this about Chloe. She pulls out the butterfly knife and she does the around
Oh.
her hand to relieve stress every now and then, and I get a little like stressed
Yeah,
out
a
about
little
it. You can hear
anxious.
the like, and I'm like, oh, Chloe's at it again. But
So we can wear our guns slung low on our hip out in public now,
Yeehaw.
but not at Disney.
Rootin' tootin', ready for shooting.
I don't know I can't really answer the real rules about that. I'm not. That's something else. I don't really want to talk about that. So
You just know Disney. You can't do it at Disney.
you can never
That's
have
good.
a
That's good.
concealed weapon or an open carry weapon at Walt Disney World.
No pepper spray.
As
I've
it should
gotten
be.
busted
They
for that.
still do the scans and all of that stuff. And like I
Nothing
said, anything that they deem inappropriate, they can ask you to put it back in your car. They might even ask you not to be on the property with it and stuff. I know at UCF it was like that. You couldn't. I remember when I was at UCF, they were like, okay, remember, you can't even have the gun in your trunk. And I was like, what the? How many people have guns in their trunks? But, you know, it was a school, and we are in America, so I assumed a lot of people did. So, Chloe, let's
Yes.
get it a little bit lighter here, and let's get down into that felt playground. I
Why
don't
don't you
like
say it's time to light the lights?
It's time to play the
guys.
music.
I couldn't make
It's
the
time.
segue happen.
It's time to light the lights.
Hit it. Where's your keyboard?
Oh.
Yeah, here you
I
go.
had this
Oh, no.
prepared
We got
too.
she's part of the. I don't know why we're putting the salary. We'll have you listed on salary as live band.
Hang on, let me pull this closer. I'm probably gonna play a note wrong.
Chloe,
Watch
hit the
me.
Casio.
Yeah. I did it.
Ooh.
I held my breath there for a moment. I
Someday
got a little
we'll
scared.
we'll do it like they do on the on one of the Tonight shows or the nighttime
Yeah, you'll
shows,
be
and
in
we'll
the
cut to
corner
Chloe with the
like-
big sunglasses and like her Casio. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I'll be dressed as animal. All right. Yeah. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. Again, Disney Plus has announced a brand new event special featuring everyone's favorite felt covered entertainers set to premiere in 2026. This one-time variety show will reunite Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Animal, and the entire Muppet gang as they return to the iconic Muppet Theater in celebration of the show's 50th anniversary. Miss Piggy has met her match because pop star Sabrina Carpenter will join the Muppets as their special guest star. This is all produced by the Muppet Studio in partnership with Point Grey Pictures, the production company co-founded by Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and James Weaver. The special promises to stay true to the heart of the original series. In fact, early production notes pitched for the show as a blend of musical numbers, sketch comedy, and behind-the-scenes antics that made The Muppet Show a household favorite in the 70s and beyond. While this project is currently described as a standalone event, if successful, it could act as a pilot for a new series. Fingers crossed. I'm very excited. I more information at www.info.com. In that article, I put like a wild Kermit gif, and I'm like, this is literally me right now freaking out about this because this was rumored for a while. A lot of production tracking sites in Hollywood where they posted like official documentation that this was in the works, but there was no word, and Disney finally announced it. So it's happening at least one time. I'm so excited. How do you guys feel? Teresa, this is your first time hearing about it, I heard.
It is, and has it really been 50 years? Oh my gosh!
Since the show started, yeah.
Right.
Muppet Show,
the Muppets
yeah.
are 70. Like
Oh, the Muppets
Disneyland,
were been,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Muppets
Yeah,
were way
Muppet
back,
Show.
but that just blows my mind.
I'm
excited about
It's crazy. Seth Rogen must be the most sought after creative person in
I'm telling
Hollywood
you,
right now.
right?
I
I
swear.
love him so.
I love the
agree.
studio. If you haven't watched the studio, it's phenomenal.
I love
And
the
he like
studio.
wrote and directed it all, and it's
I
just
love
him and Evan
Platonic.
Goldberg. It's so good. I haven't watched
Yeah.
Platonic yet, but I feel like he's the right type of voice for a Muppets thing too.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't want to say scary. What's the word I want to use? He's very everyman to me.
Yeah, he comes across that
he
way,
comes
for
across
sure,
just
yeah.
a regular old dude, and
Him and Jason
like that.
Segel, and I know Jason Segel is a big fan of Muppets too, so I wonder if he's somehow involved
Ooh,
at
that'd
all.
be good.
Or he could become involved at some point or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because Jason Segel wrote the first two movies. First movie, I know he wrote and starred in the first movie, but I
Yes.
can't remember if he of the modern Muppet movies. I should say.
Oh my gosh, my kid is obsessed with Muppets Most Wanted right now, so I watch that at least twice a day.
What's the evil Muppet, evil Kermit?
Constantine?
Constantine.
And Owen cannot figure out, because regular Kermit puts on a mole to look like Constantine. He still can't figure that out. It blew his mind, so he still doesn't realize who's evil Kermit and who's real Kermit.
wow.
Yeah, and we've watched it like 12 times. Also, P. Diddy is in that movie.
Oh, that aged like milk.
Yeah, fun fact. Anyways,
my. Well.
so, yeah. All
Good
right.
times.
Well, something to look forward to at least.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
yeah, that's it's nice to know. I know that's the thing is that they're still trying to explore how to get the Muppets up and going or whatever. I never finished watching the one about the band.
Oh, the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, Electric
Yeah.
Mayhem. The
Muppet
first episode
Mayhem.
was okay. My problem with it was that it's sometimes like it was a little like way over the top, and I was like, why do the humans talk the way they do? Like I don't feel like they were ever really
Distracting.
like that in other stuff, and so it was a little. Some were better than others, and so that kind of took me out of it a little bit. It's sort of one of those things where you just want to grab people and be like, this is so easy. Why is it like, obviously it's always easier on the other side. But remember that ABC TV show with the Muppets that was
Guys,
done
like
I
The
thought that
Office?
was funny.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I
Yeah.
felt like it wanted to be more than what it was. It wanted to be the idea that we all saw and heard, but I feel like there might have been pushback from Disney about it being too mature. Like,
Yeah.
Fozzie was dating that girl, and there was a lot of like that back and forth. And I was like, that's what I wanted, though. I wanted it to be that thing.
Okay,
Like,
there's one episode. What is his name with the glasses? The Muppet who's got
Skeeter?
Kind of, yeah, Skeeter. Couldn't think of it. He comes in hungover, and like if I put that on right now, I would get cracked up because he's not wearing his glasses and he's hungover, and his little pupils are like tiny.
yeah. See, I love that
funny.
stuff. Scooter.
Scooter.
God,
Oh
I
my
do
gosh,
that
we
all
did it
the time.
It's okay.
You call him
I think
Skeeter.
there is a
Justice
character named
for
Skeeter,
Scooter.
but- yeah.
I'm always like, Skeeter? Like,
Yeah.
who is Skeeter? Is there a Skeeter on Doug?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Doug, and then also
Womp
the lug bags that we all love. That little
Oh,
style
yeah,
is called
the-
the Skeeter bag. Also,
Okay,
The
yeah.
popular one.
Skeeter. God, it's just like, it's so hard. It's such a 90s, I feel like,
yeah.
term too, where
Man, I
everybody would be
love
like,
Doug.
you know. Well, that is very exciting. You know what else is really exciting too, and something that I am like. This sounded like a sarcastic segue, but I am genuinely excited for this. Because there's a name in here that I definitely want to go see, but we got the list of the celebrity narrators for the 2025 EPCOT Candlelight Processional.
We sure
Chloe's going to
did.
tell us about those too, and then we're going to all say who we're most excited for.
Yeah. So Candlelight Processional, of course, is coming back. This tradition transforms the America Gardens Theater into a celebration of the story of Christmas with celebrity narration and songs performed by a massed choir, 50-piece orchestra, and Epcot's Voices of Liberty. Here's who will be lighting up the stage this holiday season at Epcot. November 28th through the 29th, we have Constance Wu. November 30th through December 2nd, we have Jordan Fisher, singer of Happily Ever After. December 3rd through 4th, Jennifer Garner. December 5th through 6th, Ashley Eckstein. December 7th through 8th, Ralph Macchio. December 9th through 10th, Leslie Uggams. December 11th through 13th, Marley Matlin. December 14th through 15th, Henry Winkler. December 16th through 17th is Lauren Daigle. December 18th through 19th, Gary Sinise, OG Mission Space. December 20th through 22nd, Brendan Fraser's coming back.
Yay.
Yeah.
He has to get his cup of coffee. December 23rd to the 24th, Louis Fonzi. December 25th through 26th.
Oh, Eli's going to love that one. Sorry. He
No, you're
loves
good.
him.
Joel Smallbone. December 27th to the 28th is Brie Larson.
Hey.
Brie
Scott Pilgrim,
Larson.
Captain Marvel. What?
Finally.
December 29th through 30th is Sheryl Lee Ralph.
That's
the
my
end.
my like puppet
Brie
videos I did
Larson.
during pandemic. Is there's an episode called "The Case of the Moon Cheese," and
Sweet Jesus.
the rocket has to learn how to share in the episode, and he has all this big giant pack of moon cheese, and when he gives it to King Arthur's like, Brie Larson, that's good.
That's cute.
That's great.
Sweet cheese. There's
I
a
love
million cheese puns in that episode. I was losing my mind during the pandemic, so
We all were.
I
It's
decided
okay.
I was going
Well,
to
it
make a...
benefited me. I watch it a lot.
Listen, it was a puppet show. It was fun. It was really taxing on my arms, holding up two puppets, bent over under a table with my head, trying to read a script on the ground while recording on a computer, and trying to remember how to do two different voices at the same time, talking to my two hands. And it was like,
Might have been where
it
your
was
back
wild.
problem started.
Yeah, it was just it's gonna be shaped like this forever now. Like the guy in Beetlejuice on the wire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do I look a little thin to you? Whatever he said, I can't remember, you know. I am okay. Of all these people, it's really cool to see some new names come in and some classics. Like obviously, Gary Sinise's been doing this for forever.
Wait, did you read all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Jennifer Garner is the one I
Yeah,
am most
right?
excited for.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, I love listening to her just speak. It's very. She played the mom in Love, Simon,
She's
and
very
every
sweet.
time she
They're
gets to
going
that
on
scene
30.
where he came out to her and he tells her where she's like, you know, it feels like for a while you've been holding your breath, and I'm gonna start crying if I start talking about it too much. It's just like that movie is a blueprint that I think parents with LGBTQ children should watch. Like it literally is just such a beautiful film. And I love that movie so much, but it is, I cry every time I watch it. Like good cry, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But Jennifer Garner, come on, Alias. I just love her. She was just Elektra again in Deadpool
Yeah,
and
here we
Wolverine.
go.
Yeah. And
God.
then 13 Going on 30 for me is one of my
Oh,
go-to
yeah,
comfort
come on
movies.
now.
She's
Come
so
on now.
sweet.
The
Pack your
Razzles.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
Razzles,
pack your
yeah.
razzles.
Yeah. God, I love her. Who are you
30,
excited
40
for?
and thriving. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gary Sinise, just because
Lieutenant Dan.
I know.
Yeah,
He's such a great
exactly.
actor,
Christmas, Lieutenant
too.
Dan.
yeah, and Brendan Fraser, of course.
Yeah.
And to have Brie Larson is
Oh,
kinda
I know,
cool
that's
too.
cool.
Like,
Yeah,
I
see
think
her.
of her from Scott Pilgrim. I know she's Captain Marvel, but Scott Pilgrim all the
Do you
way.
think
Not
she'll
to
start
you.
it with just saying, hello again, friend of a friend, Jesus?
No, definitely.
Oh,
not.
okay.
I wish.
That's from Scott Pilgrim. Not the Jesus part.
Jesus must defeat the seven deadly X's.
Jesus. Whoa.
Well, you got two deep cuts for you today.
Yeah. What about you, Teresa? Who are you coming for?
Leslie Uggams.
Oh,
Who is Leslie Uggams?
Leslie Uggams to me is guest star on television shows in the 60s and 70s. She was Kizzy and Roots in the late 70s.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's in
Yes.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, she's on Fallout.
Yes.
too.
She's got to be
Yes.
pushing 80.
She's
Or
amazing.
over 80, I would
Oh,
think.
she's in Fallout.
She
Yeah.
is
Excuse me.
82. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
But to me, I remember, I don't know what TV shows,
forgot
what
she was in Roots.
variety TV shows in the 70s. I can't remember what she would have been on, but I remember her coming on there and just,
Yeah.
she's always such an uplifting little person. And she just seemed like a petite little thing. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. Has she ever done it before? I don't know if she has or not.
No, she's new.
She's
yeah.
new.
That's cool.
And how did that happen? How do they do they reach out to them to want
I
to
know,
do
I
it, or
wonder
do
what
they
that
reach out
process
to
is
her?
like.
How does that work?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I wonder
But
if it has something to do with like, because of Deadpool and Wolverine being a Disney movie. You know, does
I
it,
like
does
the
that
fact that
start
it's
the
someone.
relationship?
I mean, some of the people you're talking about, I'm like, I don't care. I don't know who these young
Yeah, but you know
whippersnappers
who's-
are. But you bring in
Henry
some-
Winkler?
Well, Henry Winkler, right?
That's
That
cool.
would-
But I'm
yeah.
just saying,
That's on my
some of
list.
the. I like that there's a variety of
Yes, I do
young
too.
and old and
Yeah.
and traditional,
Something for everybody.
like Gary Sinise. You gotta love Gary.
What's kind of Henry Winkler too. You
Yeah.
just said Henry Winkler. Jeez,
I think he'd be
Louise.
good.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do too.
Ralph Macchio has done this. Oh, I think last year might have been his first year.
Is he still 25? He never.
I mean, he looks really good.
Right.
He's like
He does.
50s, and he looks really good. I didn't watch the new Karate Kid just yet, but it's interesting. Neil Patrick Harris not on this list this year for,
Yeah.
for
Did he
first
do it
time in a
last
while.
year either?
I thought he did.
I thought he did
I don't
last
think he does it
year.
every single year, but I feel like we're in the off year of him. But yeah,
I thought he did it
Cheryl
every
Lee,
year.
Cheryl Lee Ralph though. That's also a really good one because I mean Abbott Elementary. You know, she's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, she was.
And I love listening to her talk and anything, any interview she's done, any award show, whatever.
And
she's
where's
great.
Angela Bassett? She's usually there too, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
more
I mean, she's done it a
recently.
couple of times. I don't know that
Oof,
she's always
love
here. I think
Angela
she did
Bassett.
it.
I think she's done it a couple times.
I know Whoopi's done it a couple times. I wish I'd seen that one too, but
Oh yeah.
Constant Wu is the one that's a little surprising because I didn't think she was on good terms with basically anybody in Hollywood, but I could be wrong. She was on the Crazy Rich Asians,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
in Fresh Off the Boat,
Fresh Off
and
the
she
Boat.
was
That was a
very
pretty fun
unhappy
show.
about that show being renewed. That was the thing, is
Yeah.
that she didn't want to do it anymore, and they were
Yeah.
like, renewed. But yeah.
Neil
So-
Patrick Harris did do it in 2024. He skipped 2023.
Oh, okay.
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 Oh no,
so
he was there in 2023 as well. My bad.
Well, I think his like first year was like 2009 or something, or 2007. It might have. It
Oh,
was like the
wow.
first year I
Way
moved
back
here.
when he was Doogie, huh?
Yeah. No, he was on How I Met Your
Met
Mother.
Your
It was
Mother,
like season
yeah.
2 of How I Met Your Mother, which is wild. Man, if
Wow.
only that show didn't end the way it did. I
I
would have
know.
liked it
I
better.
feel that way.
Did you say the thing about the dining packages
did not
too?
yet.
I
Nope,
apologize.
that's okay.
Well, go right ahead. Why don't you tell us
Yes,
about them dining
yes,
packages?
of course. So as we know, this event is pretty popular, especially with some of these celebrities, and it tends to fill up quickly. But with a Candlelight Processional dining package, you can enjoy a meal at Epcot and the peace of mind knowing that you have a seat reserved at the Candlelight Processional. These dining packages will be available to book beginning Tuesday, October 14th via the My Disney Experience app and Walt Disney World's website. At, let's see, here's what's included. I left a part out. So at most participating restaurants, you receive an entree and a dessert or a full buffet where applicable, as well as a non-alcoholic beverage or alcoholic beverage for those 21 and older. Every dining package also includes one guaranteed spot per person for Candlelight Processional performance that evening. The 2025 list of restaurants includes, these are all at Epcot. We have Biergarten in Germany, Chefs de France in France.
Biergarten.
Biergarten.
Love
Chefs de France.
Biergarten.
Coral Reef Restaurant at the Seas. Garden Grill Restaurant at the Land. I can't say this. Le Crêperie de Paris. La Crêperie
Dim
in
crepes
France?
in Paris.
Offensively. She said it.
Brie Larson.
La Hacienda de San Angel in Mexico. Le Cellier Steakhouse in Canada, Nine Dragons Restaurant in China, Regal Eagle, this is in the American Adventure, and this is same day dining only. So this is the only one that you don't book in advance, but it's first come, first serve.
Regal Eagle's a solid bet too.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
cheaper.
I wouldn't rely on it for like the really popular celebrities,
Yeah, no.
but yeah, it's a cool option. Rose and Crown Dining Room in the UK, oh goodness, Shiki Sai Sushi, Izakaya, I don't know how to say that one.
Go ahead.
Japan?
Say it just as
Shikisai.
offensively as you did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spice Road Table in Morocco, Teppan Edo in Japan, Tutto Italia Ristorante in Italy, Via Napoli Ristorante in Italy as well. And for more information, of course, head over to our website, www.info.com.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done the dining package.
Ooh, it's worth it.
I
Yeah.
did once years ago. I thought it was worth it.
I did it most recently for the first time Brendan Fraser was here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth every penny because it was like if you didn't have the dining package, I mean, you would have waited all day long. I mean, hours and hours to get into the show. And I talked to some people that did, and they like would trade out family members and stuff. But yeah, you get a nice meal, and then you're guaranteed to see somebody. I think it's a great deal. They sell out really quickly. These packages like book up right away. I know you have to go ahead and do like advance payment on them, so you have to go ahead and pay them up front when you book them.
Yeah, that's a little tough. I'm one of
yeah.
those planners that gets a little stressed about that.
Right, but if you're thinking about doing it, just go ahead and book it because if you cancel it, then you do.
Yeah.
Within the before the 24 hours, you do get a refund. So book it when it comes available.
Book
for
it.
sure.
Book it, Dana.
Book it now.
Book it, baby. Chloe, I'm sorry. I apologize. I might have missed it. You said that it was open for booking, or when does it open for
October 14th. That's
October 14th.
2 Tuesdays from now.
Okay.
Or 3
Wow.
Tuesdays
Just
from now.
mark those calendars, set those alarms. That's what I do now because I can't remember anything. Okay, well, let's also, I want to move over to Disney Cruise Line, and then we're going to let Hannah tell us about some discounts that are happening, I believe. So the big news in the old cruise industry is there was a pretty big delay for the Disney Adventures maiden voyage. I don't want to say I was both surprised and not shocked, because I feel like I hadn't heard anything. It seemed like it got real quiet on the front leading up to it all of a sudden, and rightfully so, because the Destiny is setting sail in November around Thanksgiving time. I don't remember the date right off the top of my head, but
I think.
But Disney Cruise Line has delayed the debut of the Disney Adventure ship to March 2026. That originally was supposed to set sail, I believe, in December. That is the ship's maiden voyage from Singapore. Like I said, has been delayed until March 10th, 2026. The delay affects all sailings scheduled between December 15th, 2025 and March 12th, 2026. Guests booked on those voyages receive notifications via email about the change. According to Disney Cruise Line, the decision was made to ensure that the Disney Adventure is fully ready to deliver the best possible experience when it enters service. Guests who were booked on the original December 15th maiden voyage are being automatically rebooked onto the new maiden voyage departing March 12th. As an added gesture, those guests will receive 50% off the new sailing. For those who prefer not to travel on the new date, Disney Cruise Line is offering a full refund plus 50% off of a future cruise.
Nice.
Guests with reservations on other impacted sailings scheduled between December 15th and March 12th will receive a full refund and a 50% discount on future cruises as well. This applies to all itineraries aboard the Disney Adventure that fall within that delay window. This was the first Disney Cruise Line ship designed specifically for the Asian market and will have its home port in Singapore under a multi-year agreement. The ship promises to bring Disney storytelling and entertainment to a new audience with new unique dining, entertainment, and stateroom offerings tailored for families in the region. Again, Dreams Unlimited Travel can book you on this cruise as well. And if you had any of the issues, I'm sure they can get you through that as well. And while we are talking about Disney Cruise Line, I just want to talk about, there's a discount, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
But like, you got to act soon.
Like, yeah. So Disney Cruise Line is quite literally having a flash sale for maybe the first time I can ever remember. It's also one of the best discounts I've seen in a long time. So you can save 40%, not up to 40%, 40% on select voyages. But here's the catch. You got to book it by this Thursday, or you have to book it at least by this Thursday, September 25th. So you only have today, Wednesday, or Thursday to book this cruise, and then the deal is gone. These are cruises that are coming up pretty soon, so I'm going to talk about some dates, but it's October through December sailings. Most of these are based out of Florida, and again, it's 40% off. When you book these cruises, you are picking a view type category. So you're either picking an inside stateroom, ocean view, or a veranda. And because you're getting this great rate, Disney Cruise Line assigns the stateroom number to you later. So when you book it, you don't know exactly which stateroom you're going to be in, but you know you're at least getting, if you book an inside stateroom, you're at least going to get an inside stateroom. I mean, obviously. Same with ocean view and veranda. So to give you an idea of some of the dates, you can use this discount on Disney Dream sailings from Fort Lauderdale. These are 3, 4, and 5 night itineraries, either going to the Bahamas or the Western Caribbean. So you can do things like go to both Lookout Key and Castaway Key. Pretty cool. You can also go to Cozumel. They have a variety of itineraries, but the date range for the Disney Dream sailings from Fort Lauderdale are October 20th through December 19th. So right up to Christmas time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say the length too? I might have missed that.
Yeah, so it's varied itineraries for the Disney Dream, but 3, 4, or 5 nights.
It's kind of
a sweet spot for cruising.
I'm one of those people where you like monitor a thing. You're like, flight looks good, whatever. I'll go for a long weekend.
Yeah.
This feels like that's sort of the thing where I'm like, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it is. Then we also have the Disney Wish from Port Canaveral. So this is the sister ship to the Disney Treasure, so one of the newest ships. And this is going to be 3 night Bahamian itineraries that always leave on a Friday and return on a Monday, or the 4 night itinerary that leaves on a Monday and comes back on a Friday. These itineraries are going to Nassau, Bahamas. They are going to Castaway Key. If you do the 4-day itinerary, you also get a day at sea. So these sailings with a 40% discount are available as early as October 17th through December 15th. We have one discounted date on the Disney Fantasy, which is going to be sailing from Port Canaveral, and that's going to be on December 17th. The Disney Magic, this is where we mix things up a bit. So the Disney Magic is going to move around a little bit in the fall. So you can choose to sail from Port Canaveral. There are even some sailings from San Juan, so a little bit different of those are like more of the Southern Caribbean itineraries. And there's one date sailing from Galveston, Texas. And that date range is going to be October 20th through December 15th. So that's just kind of a high-level overview of the dates. We have the full list and more information available on DCLfan.com. That's going to be the easiest way to just kind of look at the dates and see what works best for your family. Couple of things to keep in mind. Again, you have to book it no later than this Thursday, September 25th. Because these cruises are coming up soon, full payment is due at time of booking. Which also means they are non-refundable unless you add the trip insurance, which is 8% of the voyage fare. So you basically the amount pre-taxes and any fees. But yeah, this is an insane deal. It reminds me of like a rate you would get as like a Disney cast member. Also, obviously, with these cruises falling in October, November, December, you're either getting Halloween on the High Seas or the very maritime theme sailings. And those are really cool because you get all the usual stuff. You get Pirates Night, everything you can normally expect, but then you also get things like trick-or-treating and specialty character meet and greets and Christmas tree lightings and the opportunity to meet Santa Claus and special entertainment. So you get like a little bit extra too. And I kind of thought about, my family talks about this all the time, so I'm like, oh, we should probably book this, is like doing the Christmas with the Cranks thing where like we go on vacation instead of giving gifts. And I'm like, at 40% off, you could do, I mean, none of these states, there's a few that I guess get really close to Christmas, but still I'm like,
Are you going to bring the ham?
Yeah, the hickory honey ham.
Yeah.
No. God, I love that.
It's the one part of the movie
So
I've seen
underrated.
that Teresa and Craig hyped up so much, and then I watched it and I was like,
it rolls away. Jamie Lee Curtis, Disney legend,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
once again. But one other thing, book it with Dreams Unlimited Travel. You have to, you should, because you still get the shipboard credit from us. So you're saving 40%, and then simply for booking with us, you're going to get, there's a range depending on the price of your cruise, but you at least get a $50 shipboard credit to spend on souvenirs, beverage tastings, your gratuities, anything on board or at Lookout Key or Castaway Key. Also, Teresa makes these awesome, and her team over at the Welcome Center, they make these awesome welcome baskets that we send you, and they like include things like a travel tumbler that I use almost every day. I use on the cruise ship, and some really cool things. So.
Yeah, all kinds of little tchotchkes. And I think another thing to remember, just to stick on to what you said, just remember, booking these special rates, you can't make changes. You can't change out people. You can't add people. You can't take away people. You're locked in when you make that payment. And if you're okay with, you don't know where you're going to be on the ship, then definitely book it. I booked one yesterday, family of 3. I think it was the 4-night, just a little over $2,000. I don't think that was too bad. And I also recommend definitely getting the travel insurance.
Yes.
For this type of rate, definitely.
Hey, I'll tell you something fun. When I broke my ankle, I was supposed to go on a cruise that Friday. I broke my ankle on Tuesday. And you want to know what? It was the one and only time I did not add the trip insurance. And guess what? Disney don't care that I was in the hospital or you broke your ankle. And, like, life happens. Obviously, I was not counting on that. So, I didn't get to go on a cruise, and I lost money. So I'm always a big advocator for that, especially now. But in these cases.
Yeah, because even if what you're canceling for is not covered, you're still going to get, 75% of what you paid off a future cruise if you take it within a year, I think.
Yes, yeah.
But I think it's definitely worth it because you don't know,
No. Clearly not.
what tomorrow will bring, obviously.
No, never.
You're up on a
Anybody.
20-foot ladder putting a wreath on the side of the house. And
It was 2 feet, but it's
I was
okay.
going to say, I actually have a feeling
20
it was
minus 18, yes.
one step on the stool.
Ay.
Oh, poor Hannah. Poor
So
Hannah.
also to keep in mind, if you already have a cruise booked within this time frame, you're like, dang it, this is a good deal. It's a cancel and rebook situation. So just kind of keep that in mind. Like, this is valid only on new reservations. So if you already have a cruise booked, unfortunately, we can't go in and apply the discount. You would have to cancel the reservation and incur whatever fees are
penalties,
applicable. And then we would rebook you as a new cruise. So just keep that in mind. But I've had some clients, email me and they're like, I've never been on a Disney cruise, but I'm curious and this feels like the right time. And I couldn't agree more.
Well, I feel like it's crazy because I am the owner of the most things. I feel like I love a tangible
Perhaps.
item that represents the fandoms I enjoy. I love that element, something that makes me feel like I'm a part of that story. That's why I like the helmets and things like that. I've never been like the action figure person. I've been more like the sort of like in Power Rangers, it'd be like the morpher or the communicator instead of the action figure. But lately, as I'm getting older, I also am realizing I'm leaning more into I like the experiences more than the things, because I love. Yeah, I'm one of those people where the giving of the gift is so rewarding for me. I don't need a gift in return.
Gift giving is your love language.
If you
for
exactly,
sure.
yeah. And if you see something and you're like, we thought of you, and then it could be the littlest thing on planet Earth, and that means a lot to me. I don't want you to just get me a gift to get me a gift. And it's one of those. I like the experiences. I feel bad. So I'm in a weird place in my life where it's very difficult for me to change course on some of those things. Like last year, I said all this, and then I got a annual pass to Dollywood that I just don't think I'm going to be able to go to use at all.
Hey,
in the
we'll meet
entire
there.
year
Let's
since
go.
I've had it. So that's where I was like, I don't know.
Fall colors. We should go.
I know, and I think they do like that. It's like a Halloween thing,
Pumpkins,
right? Or
something
something.
with
Yeah,
the nights.
pumpkins. And I'm like, I just want that cinnamon bread.
Pack your
I don't know.
flannels.
We'll
Let's
see.
go. And your teas and comb.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd have as many curveballs in this year as I did, but
Well,
here we are. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the rest of us. Hannah, do you have any more?
Hey, I do. So this is we are leaving sea for land in a way.
Lando!
So you guys know we've talked about Buena Vista scooters on here before because we have a sponsorship with them. And just for listening to the podcast, following us online, we have a special discount code for you. It's 10% off any rental. So just really quickly, it's buenavistascooters.com/offer/WDW info. Basically, if you just search Buena Vista scooters and even the Diz, it'll pop up. There's a special website for it. So you get 10% off just because you know us, you love us, you heard of us. But I got to tell you, they when I first broke my ankle, I quickly realized I can't get around. Like it's been a challenge. I tried crutches. That was terrible. And so they are helping me out with the scooter over the next couple weeks. And get this, they let me test out. They have a brand new option. So I got to try, y'all, a brand new scooter. This thing's like nicer than my car. So they offer multiple scooter options. They offer stroller rentals. And the great thing is they drop it off and they pick it up from your Disney or Universal resort. No fee, nothing extra. They Bell Services knows exactly what to do with it. It's an easy process. Also, really quickly, so in this process of trying to figure out how to get around, I did some competitive shopping, and I mean, honestly, Buena Vista Scooters was like comparative and really some of the best rates that I found out there. So not only do they provide a great product and you can get a discount, but the rack rates are better than anything I saw anyways.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about this new scooter, because I'm like, I'm very sad when I'm going to have to give this thing back because it's so nice. So they have 2 portable scooter options now. So these are actually scooters that can fold down and actually fit in your car. And I was like, I mean, this thing folds up tiny. So it folds up, and we have an SUV. Obviously, it fits in there, but you can fit it in even trunk of a car, and it has like handles that help you get it in and out. And also, the smaller size is nice for like just getting around. That's one thing that I've kind of learned is that like not all accessible spaces are truly accessible,
Yeah.
and then even if you're just trying to get around, like especially in like gift shops at Disney or you're trying to make turns and lines, things like that, smaller is helpful to be able to get around. So anyways, couple of good benefits to using the portable options. But they have a standard version, which will save you a little bit of money, but they also have this deluxe portable that I'm testing out. Y'all, it has a USB charging port.
Oh.
It comes with an extra battery pack. Because obviously it's kind of like a Tesla or something. The smaller you get, battery's not going to last as long. But I got to say, I cruised around this thing all day Saturday, and I didn't even lose any charge. And it was incredible. So you get the extra battery pack. And then because it's deluxe, you're also going to get some bonus features. You're going to get a cup holder. Come on.
I was going to ask about the cup holder. Yeah.
Cup holder, put your little Starbucks in there in Disney, and you have the basket. You can put your lounge fly in there, your food and wine snacks. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, okay? They're also going to give you a cover for it. So, hey, it's raining every day in Florida. Let's say, you're mobile enough to leave your scooter somewhere. You can cover it up. They're also going to give you a rain poncho because you don't want to get wet either. They're going to give you a snack pack. Hello. And they're going to give you a 24 case of water. So you're like set for your vacation. You got your poncho, you got your water, you got your snacks, you got your extra charger. You're ready for like full day in the parks. So yeah, I would 10 out of 10 recommend it. They're brand new as well. Like I said, nicer than my car.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, Buena Vista scooters, check them out. You're going to see me rolling in them all Halloween season. And I'm looking forward to it. I gotta tell you, having a scooter, I'm in a wheelchair right now, so I can prop my leg up. Having a scooter, it's great power. It truly is. So
yeah, well, I'm glad that they were able to help you out so that you can still get around the park, and I look forward to you and I scooting, or not you and I scooting around, you scooting around to meet me at Hollywood Studios for either perhaps a Brown Derby Lounge Martini or a Baseline Tap House Brew. Yeah.
Listen, that's
you
the thing.
You need it. You deserve it.
I so do. Kind of funny. The other day, I was like making a corner in this scooter, and this gentleman was like, "Wow, look at you making that turn, y'all." My natural response was "Ka-chow," and I just kept rolling.
Perfect. No, I told you when this first happened and we originally had plans to do Mickey's Not So Scary. I was like, Hannah, just wear your Lightning McQueen dress from last year. Slap some lightning bolts on the side of the wheelchair. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Be Lightning's #1 hype girl.
Yes, it's true. So there's so many opportunities. But just, again, thank you to Buena Vista Scooters for helping me out. It's been a game changer. And I've learned a lot about accessibility and getting around the parks and stuff that I didn't realize before. And I got some tips and tricks now for you guys.
Yeah. We'll have to see if we have time and the ability to explore some of that sort of content a little bit further.
Yeah.
I'd like to make the most out of a situation. I don't want to say an unfortunate. I mean, it is unfortunate you broke your ankle, but
yeah, my leg's jacked up.
Sometimes it's what it takes for us to reframe our view of how we experience the parks and things like that. And so,
for sure,
whatever can help people have a better vacation, I think it's worth exploring that sort of a thing. So it's just about timing and being able to get together and do that sort of stuff. So thank you for that information, Hannah. Thank you. I think that's going to do it for this episode. So if you're watching this live on YouTube, before you go, don't forget. Thumbs up on the video for us, please, and thank you. And if you click that bell on there, there's like a little red bell. If you click that, you'll get notified whenever we upload any sort of new content or we go live or anything like that. It'll just keep you up to date. If you are listening to this podcast, if you want to rate and review the podcast wherever you are consuming it, that would be very helpful to us as well. And don't forget, I've been getting a couple more. We've had this email open for like months, and I finally started getting a bunch of emails in it. So I really appreciate everybody that sent out some emails. I've responded to them all, I believe. And if I didn't, maybe just like re-forward it. But if you want to get in touch with us through email, I read those emails at podcast@disunlimited.com. I believe everybody can read them, but I'm the one who will respond to you Unless it is like addressed to somebody else. I'll make sure that they get it so that they can be able to respond to you. But podcast at disunlimited.com. Thank you to all of our live viewers out there. Thank you to everybody who watches this back later. Anybody that's listening, we really appreciate all of you. If you are one of our Patreon supporters, we will be doing a live post show today. We do have to record another show before we get started on that. So just stay tuned to the Patreon website. Again, that's patreon.com/disunlimited on there. And I will... I'll post the link before we go live. And that is it. Don't forget about Dreams Unlimited Travel when booking that next Disney vacation. That is going to do it for us this week. But hopefully we will be back next week with another live episode of the Dis Unlimited podcast. Until then, I don't know. I hope you all are staying happy and healthy and that you have the best week of your entire lives. So thank you, everybody. Bye.